Today I will tell you what to do in order to have a male child. The first thing is knowing your menstrual cycle. As a woman, it is important that you know how to calculate your menstrual cycle. It is not your husband who it is his duty to be counting your menstrual cycle for you. You as a woman should know that. Count your menstrual cycle so that it will enable you to know on the particular date you release the egg. If you should know the particular date you release the egg, the whole problem is settled. Another thing is knowing your ovulation date. The fact remains that when a man has an intercourse with a woman, the date of that intercourse will determine if the baby is going to be a boy or a girl. If the intercourse falls on the ovulation date, the possibility of getting a male child is high. When a man has an intercourse with a woman, X and Y chromosomes are released. X and Y are known for male chromosomes, while two X chromosomes are known for female chromosomes. These X and Y chromosomes are very, very small, faster in movement. They are very fragile. Then their lifespan is only within 3 days. After the 3rd day, the sperm will die off. When there is an intercourse between a man and a woman, because the male chromosome, which is X and Y chromosome, they move faster than that of the female chromosome. So they will swim faster to fertilize the egg before the female chromosome, provided the intercourse took place on the ovulation date. But if the intercourse took place 4 or 5 days after the ovulation, then the possibility of getting a male child will reduce. Then you now know that there is more chances of having a female child. For those from Igbo tribe, ani malo na ọ bụrụ na nwaanyị a na-amụ sọsọ nwaanyị ka nwoke na-adị blame you as a man. Ebe a esi wee blame gị bụ kedu ife i nyere nwaanyị. Ebe a esi wee blame gị nwa bụ nwaanyị bụ why don't you know how to calculate your menstrual cycle? Why don't you know your ovulation date? So if a woman should know how to calculate her menstrual cycle and then the ovulation date, then if the couple has the intention of having a male child, if they do this, it will work for them. But when the woman do not know how to calculate the menstrual cycle and then knowing the ovulation date, the chances will reduce. The chances of having a male child may not be known. They are just there. Anything that comes, they take. Another thing you should do if you want to have a male child is you as a man making your woman to reach an orgasm. You will help your woman to reach an orgasm, not just being on top of your wife and then once it is time for you to ejaculate, you release a sperm, get up and move your way without having any concern. No. Take your woman to an orgasm. When you take your woman to an orgasm, you know the vagina is always acidic. That is why when you taste the small fluid that comes from the vagina, it has a salty taste. So that is the acidity of the vagina. So now, when the vagina is acidic and dry, if you should put in sperm there, if you should ejaculate into the vagina, the sperm will die off because you have not made the woman to be what? Wet. So the sperm trying to swim towards the egg, trying to fertilize the egg, it may die on the way because everywhere is dried. So you try to take your woman to an orgasm, make her to squirt, make her to be wet, so that the alkalinity of the vagina, once the vagina has an alkaline, making everywhere to be wet, will help the sperm to swim faster towards the egg, and then when it gets there, it will fertilize the egg, and then your chance of having a male child will be higher. Another thing you should consider if you are looking for a male child is the sex position. Sex position you make use of during intercourse with your wife will as well contribute to you as a family, you as a couple having a male child. The sixth position I may recommend for you is that of the doggy style. For you to have a male child, the penis should have a bond, should have a close contact with the vagina, so that when it is time for you to ejaculate as a man, the sperm will swim faster immediately towards the egg because of what? The sex position. You know that your intention is to have a male child. The male chromosome is always small, always fragile, and then it dies after 3 days. So the sex position, which I have now told you that you may make use of doggy style as an instance, so that if you have this intention and then you ejaculate into the vagina, the X and Y chromosome, which is the male chromosome, will swim faster because of the sex position you are making use of during the intercourse, and then move faster to fertilize the egg there at the fallopian tube or at the ovary. For that of the female chromosome, they may stay for 4 or 5 days before they die, and then they are slower, they are bigger, they are stronger. That is why they can live longer. But this sex position, which is the doggy style, if your penis has a tight contact with the vagina, it will help to give you a male child. Thank you.